Hey everyone. So I wanted to do an update to the GoFundMe and kind of let you know what has been going on. If you're watching this or you've been on the GoFundMe recently, then you're going to notice that some of the things have changed, most notably that the URL and the name has changed. And the reason for that is that I've sort of changed the GoFundMe to be more generalized. For those who are new here, the original GoFundMe's purpose was to help save up for what's called facial feminization surgery, which is a surgery that is often something that trans women go through in order to give us a more feminine appearance for our faces. Ideally, this should be covered by insurance, but my insurance is giving me shit about it. To give you an update on that specific surgery, basically, long story short, is I'm in insurance hell. I'm going to be working with the University of Wisconsin to try to push back on this shit, but basically, long story short is they are claiming that the doctor I want to work with, Dr. Shayat out of the University of Wisconsin, is out of network, which is weird because I have a PPO, so there shouldn't be a network. They then came back and said, well, you could see someone in Michigan, and then suggested a particular doctor, except that the doctor they chose does vagioplasties, not FFS, not facial feminization surgery. So they don't even know what they're talking about. Way to go, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. So here is the kind of situation I'm in. I am trying to figure out the best way to go forward as far as dealing with the FFS. I have made an appointment with a doctor here in Michigan for one of two purposes. Either hopefully he is good enough that I will want his work, or if he's not, or I feel like I still really strongly want to go with my doctor, I can ask this particular doctor to write a letter and say that this doctor doesn't really offer the thing that I want or the particular way I want it done, and thus I can submit that to insurance, and then they will allow me to go see the doctor that I want. At least that's what they've said. They've backtracked on this like 3 times. As far as the GoFundMe goes, I've changed it to a more generalized thing because that's kind of the direction things are going. Right now, I am waiting on my second consultation for vagioplasty. So specifically, peritoneal pull-through vagioplasty, which is a very complicated thing that I will not explain here, but you can look it up if you want. Long story short is they take a bunch of parts and some parts of the inner lining of your stomach and basically make a really, really cool set of girl parts. I'm excited about this. This doctor seems amazing. It's using a technique that is very advanced that uses an entire team of doctors and little robots and a whole bunch of stuff. So the nice thing about this is that not only have I been getting all the preparations done for this unbeknownst to me for quite some time, I also have ways to get my letters and get all of my stuff taken care of ahead of time. Long story short, if everything goes well in March when I see the second doctor, the insurance should cover the surgery itself. Now, the problem is that anyone who knows how surgeries work know immediately that doesn't mean it's going to cover all the side stuff around the surgery. So it's probably not going to cover things like, taking a bunch of time off work, and basically being laid up for a while because I'm not really going to be available in my family too much. Ideally, they want me to take off I think it's like 6 to 8 weeks, which is probably not going to happen. I'll probably take off less than that because I need to work. But there are still very real things that I need to be able to do, like pay my bills and be able to do this after such a surgery. So the GoFundMe is still the same amount. I'm not changing that. What I've decided to do is I'm going to hold off on the lower part of the FFS because I don't feel as strongly about it. I'm more concerned with this upper part, this forehead nonsense. And the ideal goal is to go through and basically use the rest of the money to cover any expenses around any of these surgeries, including the expenses around vagioplasty, and as well as I am going to be having a consult in March for breast augmentation. While I am relatively happy with my breast development, I would like more. And so the problem is that in order to do that, it is very likely that insurance will not cover that. I could be wrong on that. But I would like to put this GoFundMe towards that. So I wanted to let all of you know kind of what's happened. The GoFundMe is now shifting to a much more generalized form. And I'm still only raising the same amount of money. So that nothing has changed there. But instead, it's going to be around trying to use this amount of money to get all of the surgeries that I want And that way I don't have to bug you guys anymore. That's kind of where things are at. And my family's been really supportive about this. The people in our community have been really supportive about this. But I wanted to give everyone a formal update because I haven't been really able to do a lot. This is the first day out of 10 that I've actually been semi-functional, which is why there hasn't been a lot of work on the webpage in a while as far as like saying thanks and all that stuff. It's not because I've not, I don't have gratitude. I absolutely do. I really appreciate everyone donating. I have just been dealing with chronic illness in the form of migraines, and particularly like stuff around weather. The weather's been hell this year, and it's really just thrown me for a loop. There's also chemical sensitivity issues around like a particular laundry soap just sent me basically into a migraine immediately. That kind of stuff. So things have been really hard, and I apologize for not getting enough updates out there. My request is that if you're watching this and you're listening to this, if you can share this with anyone you know, be it family members, wealthy uncles, an heiress you know who lives on top of a hill, anyone, I would deeply appreciate it. I am the type of person that is having a really hard time justifying doing something like this for myself. I know that I can't afford this out of pocket, and it has taken a lot of personal work to be willing to actually ask for this. That seems probably counterintuitive. I'm the type of person where I've only ever done one GoFundMe, maybe two, and they were both for robes when I was being either taking lay vows or as a priest in Zen. It was literally just for things I really could not afford. And in the same way, this is the place I'm at right now, is that this is my life going forward. I am a trans woman. My name is Jessica, and I would like to have the body that I want for as long as I can have it. Being in insurance hell, thanks again, Blue Cross Blue Shield, has been hell, because it's just kind of watching time tick away when this stuff could be taken care of. So in order to get the surgery that I want, as far as FFS, the amount is 10 grand. That'll cover any expenses. That'll cover the surgery itself. Nice ballpark figure. So the goal is, if we can, is to get us up to 10 grand, preferably by Marchish. And then hopefully we can get the rest of the GoFundMe met in the next year. So again, I'm asking you guys to please share this with anyone you know. If you can donate, it would be really appreciable. I know everyone's struggling. I know everyone's having a hard time. I know we are too. And it would really mean a lot if I could get these things. Yeah. So with that said, I wish you all well. I hope you're having a good holiday. Because I assume some people are going to be watching this when the holiday comes up. We're in November. Thanksgiving's coming up. Following that is going to be Christmas. Hanukkah. I think it's Hanukkah still that time. And then obviously New Year's. So if you're only seeing this now into the holidays, happy holidays. If we're not there yet, I'm sorry for saying the dreaded words too early. Also, I celebrate Halloween really festively, so that's still a happy holiday, I guess. But anywho, I'm mumbling. Please share this. Please help any way you can. And everyone who's donated so far, thank you so much, okay? And with that, I will give you more updates as soon as I can. And I wish you all well. All right? Bye.